Hello, people. Welcome to 15 Minutes to Talk and episode 190, the show where, we're almost at 200. 15 Minutes to Talk, and is a series where I set a 15-minute timer to talk about whatever I want for 15 minutes, but the stomach is off, I say a short goodbye, and the video ends, and it all has minimal editing, so without further ado, let's get started. Yup. Update the trigger, Billy. Let's start the alphabet breakdown. This guy is bow tie number 25. Wait, 25? Hold on. Dude, wait. No, it was more recently. Here it is. Yeah, 25. And this guy, I wore him as part of my Halloween costume. I was the walrus from Alice in Wonderland. Yes. Also, I have random pieces of construction paper. I was making a paper hat to look like a image of Loki I found, because autism. Uh, what was I saying? Yeah. Uh, yeah. He was part of my Halloween costume. It's pretty much the only notable thing about his career. Good job, Bowtie. You have a career. Yeah, very nice color. Often confused with number 5. Actually, had pretty steep competition to be the bow tie included in the costume, but no. Bow tie number 25, everyone. Clap now. Excuse me. Yeah. This guy was covered in another episode, which I will be saying soon. Like, very soon. I know it was a very recent episode. Okay. This guy was covered in episode 181. This guy was covered in another episode, which I will also be saying very soon, because it was also a very recent one. Well, if you're ugly like me, you're in good company. Was it 181? There are millions of us who are ugly. Hold on. Let me just... Hold on. 6, bracelet reveal. Yep. Yeah. This guy was covered in episode 185. Okay. After breakdown over. Let's start special interest time. Now today's special interest, we are officially out of the woods of my special interests. For the next 3 days, it's all gonna be Mason's special interest, and that's just fine and dandy because Mason's not with us right now. I'm at my dad's house. Mason lives at my mom's house. So yeah. So let me think. What exactly? One Piece. One Piece is the one today. Yay! I haven't watched One Piece in a while. He made me and my cousin started it for his birthday, but then my cousin just bailed. Uh, and I got to episode around episode 12, I think. And then I kind of, disappeared. No one deserves to be forgotten. No one deserves to disappear. No one should ever have any doubt that it matters that they are here. No one deserves to disappear. 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 Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. Yeah, okay, special interest time over. Because it's not my special interest, it's Mason's special interest. For those of you who are new, hello, I am Bailey, and I am autistic, and I have a cousin named Mason who is also autistic, and we have special interest time to talk about our special interests. But there's a specific special interest every day, so yeah. It's a rotating cycle of 8, which I really, really want to add the Muppet Show. I'm gonna ask Mason if he has a fit special interest that he can slot in for himself. That would make me have 4 special interests in a row. Cause it would go, cause it would go, hmm, um, cause it would go, hold on. Yeah, it would go Marvel, The Muppet Show, musicals, Norse mythology. It would go. I would have 4 special interests in a row, and I don't know what Mason would slot in. Let's just say he slots in Cookie Run Kingdom. That would have him do 2 special interests in a row, and then 3 special interests in a row. Wait. No, that would also make him have 4 special interests in a row. Yeah. If you're ugly like me, you're in good company. Cause then after musicals, his would go, um, cause then, no, after we finished my Norse mythology, then his would go One Piece, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Clowns, Cookie Run Kingdom, and then there would be a break in which I get Disney, and then he gets Mantis, and then we would start on my special interests. Yeah, uh, it's organized in alphabetical order. So yeah, yes, yeah. So with that said, special interest time over. Still like 8 minutes left on the timer. What to talk about? I have so much time. It just takes a little effort, takes a little time, a little perseverance, and a little uphill climb. I swear I can't stop quoting Dear Evan Hansen songs. Ah, Buddy. Oh, wee, I look just like Buddy Holly. But yeah, this is me telling you I have absolutely no idea what to talk about. We. Oh, I told you that I was making a hat to resemble Loki. Like, of the specific image of Loki. But, does it look good? Not exactly sure how well it fits me. I think I could get it on better if I wasn't concerned about ruining the hair. Yeah. Just like most people I see wear these hats like this. But either way, it slides up my head. But if I simply, oh yeah, I'm feeling quite mischievous today. Burm, burm, burm. Quite fitting because it's a hat for Loki, you see? You see? It's just attached to my hair, it does nothing. Probably do to make it a little bit longer. Dude, that's the same exact length. Okay, I'll admit a little bit longer. We needed like a good amount longer though. But beautiful's out, ugly's in. Why, if you're ugly like me, you're in good company. There are millions of us who are ugly. Dudes, what are we doing, dudes? Dudes, dudes, dudes. Dudes, 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 dudes. That actually helps it. It's gonna swing forward though. Well, let me show you the photo that I used as a reference image. Hold on. Specifically, you see the hat. Oh, never mind, you don't see the hat. Specifically, you see the hat. Mm-hmm. See? See? I mean, it's not exactly, but it's close enough. Trying to create a whole entire low-budget Loki cosplay. Mm, their costume. Oh my gosh. That hurt, because I feel like I could just, like, ah. During DI today, we have a box that we're gonna use. We had to, like, wrap it in paper. And it was a box that me and my dad have that I decorated whenever I was in. Oh gosh, I don't even want to think about the grade. Uh, it's just been sitting upstairs, and we would use it to hide and stuff. And we needed a rather big box, so I was like, this would be perfect. And I turned to my cousins, who had frequent sleepovers, and whenever it does get used, it's usually with them around. I feel like I've like peeled my had hair there. There's no more hair anymore. Just feels so smooth. I have chronic eczema, so smooth skin is rare for me. Hold on, not here. Chronic eczema, everyone. It looks better on camera than it looks in real life. Yes. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I have a plan for my Loki costume. Alright, during DI, um, yeah, so the box, yeah, we had to like wrap it in paper. Um, but then we had to start over. Whenever we were peeling it off, it was peeling the box, some of like the box's design off with it, and a little bit of my heart went with the paper that was with the box that was being torn off. I was like, no, wait, the box is just isn't actually supposed to get damaged at all. But yeah, in previous years we destroyed the set after the season was over, but this year, nah. At least not that box, which is probably the most destroyable part of the set. 37 messages. Sorry. Uh, yeah. My friends are going off in the group chat. Not the main one. It's like a WhatsApp one, but not the WhatsApp app one with friend Av and friend No. It's just it. The main people are friend A. It has friend A, friend T, and two of his friends. But one of his friends and friend T pretty much never are on there. Okay, maybe both of his friends are on there, like sometimes, but you never find friend T on there. So yeah, it's usually just me, friend A, and one of his friends. And there goes our timer. Yeah, 39 messages as well. Yeah. So without further ado, have yourself the nicest day that you have ever had in the history of the world. Have yourself the nicest day that anyone has ever had in the history of the world. I don't care. Dude, I'm being frivolous today. But yes, that was our timer. Yeah. Like and subscribe if you want to see whenever Mason is actually here to talk about his special interests instead of just me talking about his special interests for him, which is always very quite dull. Excuse me. If I ever die, I'm gonna put it on Mason to continue the 15 minutes of talking series. Yeah. Anyway. Goodbye now. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, man. What am I doing with my life?